What's going on? I'm Toby Turner, and this is Cooking with Agent. Whoa!
Hello and welcome. Today on Cooking with Agent, we're going to be making mini pumpkin cheesecakes. What you're going to need for this recipe, you're going to need 3/4 of a cup brown sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/8 teaspoon of ground clove, and 1/4 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. 1.5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, 2 packages of cream cheese at room temperature, 3 eggs, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 15-ounce can of pure pumpkin, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 pie crusts from the bakery that we're going to roll out and cut, 1 pumpkin cookie cutter, if you can find it. It's very handy. 1 small ice cream scoop, a spatula, a rolling pin for rolling out the extra pieces of dough, all the scraps into more little pumpkin doohickeys, and you're going to need a mixer for mixing everything up. Alright, let's get started. Okay, first thing, we're going to go ahead and add our cream cheese to the mixer. Plop that in there. And we're going to cream that in the mixer for a minute or... Okay, we got the cream cheese nice and fluffy right now. We're going to go ahead and dump in our sugar. Sugar's in. We're just going to lightly mix that while we open up our can of pumpkin puree. Okay, now it's looking all creamy. It's all nice. Go ahead and dump in your pumpkin puree. We're going to blend this lightly. Then, as soon as this is combined, we're going to start adding our eggs in one at a time. Okay, now we got the cream cheese, brown sugar, and pumpkin mixed. I'm going to go ahead and add in 1/2 teaspoon of pure vanilla. That's it. Now we're going to go ahead and add our eggs in one at a time. I've taken the whites of one of these eggs and set it aside for future. We're going to use whites of one of the eggs to brush the crusts. One egg in. Another egg in with the yolk from the third egg. Go ahead and dump in your seasonings. Spices all in. Let's add our flour. This is going to give it a little bit more substance. And you have cheesecake that can be a little floppy. So make it so it's not so floppy. Okay, everything's mixed all nice. All pretty. We're going to go ahead and set this aside for the next part. Okay, next I got our pie crust here. Peel it open. You can make the dough yourself if you want to. This is a lot easier for me to buy this part pre-made. Plop it down. Take your rolling pin and we're just going to stretch this sucker out just a little bit. Just want to make it just a little bit bigger than it already is. So otherwise it'd be a little too thick for our mini pumpkin pies we got. Just barely applying any pressure. Okay, now I got a little pumpkin cookie cutter here. We're just going to basically go around the circumference, get close to the edge, and do our little pumpkin guys. Try and get as close as you can to the other ones. Then we have less scrap to roll up and reuse. Alright, now what I've used, did a little practicing just before this. Butter knife, stick it in there, and they pop up just like that. They don't have to be perfect, because you still have to mash them into the mini shells, or the mini muffin tray. And we're just going to take this part, ball it up, and re-roll it. And combine it with this piece I got from the other part I did earlier. Okay, I've got it smashed down a bit here. We're just going to lightly roll this out a little bit. And I've got the table here covered in saran wrap. It would be a good idea to put some flour on the rolling pin. I didn't. I'm trying to keep down on the mess. Gotta clean all this once I'm done filming. We're just basically just going to stretch it out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. And cut some more out of it. And continue till it's all gone. Okay, now we got our muffin pan here. I'm going to take this and just slide it in there. It's a little tricky, I'm not going to lie. You want to position the little tip of your pumpkin to the side. It'll be like your little handle once it's all done cooking. And then you do your basic little pastry thing and scooch the dough on around the sides. Flap that down. Get it so it looks about right. And continue on. You can pretty the edges up once you get all the rest of them in there. You get a little more detail in. One more time. We're going to take this. Plop it right on in. Keep the neck to the pie out. I can't wait to try these little guys. Basically it. Okay, I got all the little crusts in. They look like they're going to be little crusts. Take my little ice cream scooper here and just plop one little scoop in each little crust. Okay, we're going to take our egg whites we got aside here. Just going to lightly brush them around the top edges of the crusts. It's going to get everything nice and golden brown when it bakes. You'll know what's on there because it'll be like a little glossy thing on the top of each of your little shells. Okay, we got them all filled up. We're going to go ahead and pop this in the oven at 350 degrees for approximately 30 minutes. Alright, let's see how they come out. Okay, here we are 35 minutes later. All nice and done. You can zoom in a little bit here. Get up close and personal with them if you want to be. Pretty much what they look like. They're going to sink back down in their little shells here in a minute. They were raised up about that far. Sink back down and relax. We're going to let them cool for an hour or so. We can get on with the ultimate test. I can't wait to try them because I'm dying. And with this particular mixture, it's enough for about 36 of these little mini pumpkin pies. Okay, this is what they look like after they've cooled. All delicious little pumpkin cheesecake. One thing left to do, the ultimate test. Okay, now for the ultimate test. I got this guy right here. I hooked him up with some whipped cream and a little dash allspice to hook it up. That's so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is epic on him. Epicness. Oh yeah. Wow. This is so yummy. You gotta check this out and try it. Perfect for Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas and all that good stuff. Yummy. Thank you for watching Cooking with Agent. Today we made the mini pumpkin cheesecake. Please remember to rate, comment, subscribe to this video with your friends. You can tweet it on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at REALGNT96. Links to all my social networks and everything else is in the description below, along with the full recipe in the description below. Click the annotation over the left to see where I made the Halloween vampire cupcakes. Thank you for watching. Bye. You can see about half of that on your screen, I think. Okay, I got all the little crust. See where I made oh, the Halloween